The Memphis Grizzlies are one of the most interesting, fascinating, and fun teams in today's NBA, of course, spearheaded by Ja Morant. But around him, they have a great supporting cast, and they're one of the teams that didn't win the lottery. They're a team that didn't have a #1 overall pick. They do have a #2 overall pick in Ja Morant, of course, leading the way. But Jaren Jackson Jr., #4 overall pick in 2018, hasn't been all that great. Zion Williams was the 10th overall pick that they traded up for. They don't have that generational Zion Williamson, Chet Holmgren, Victor Wembanyama type of player on this team. They just have a bunch of really good pieces to surround Ja Morant. And of course, they're headed by head coach Taylor Jenkins as well, who is a pretty good coach. A lot of people are overrating him in my opinion. I think he's good, not great, if that makes a lot of sense. Somewhere around top 10 to 15 coach in the NBA. But let's talk about this roster. Of course, led by the man, the myth, the legend, Ja Morant, who's got the deepest voice you've ever heard. Holy crap. Have you heard a Ja Morant interview? He sounds like Shaq and he's built like Slenderman. The dude has such a fun voice, but this man is electric. One game of Ja Morant's highlights is the equivalent of every other NBA player's a full season of their highlights. Ja Morant is special. He's built different. That being said, I am worried a little bit about his knees. I'm worried about the Derrick Rose effect because he jumps so high, but what goes up must come down. And sometimes you get worried. You say, did he jump too high? Did he make too much of a leap? And he's young right now. There's no worries. 20, 22, 23 years old isn't a big deal. You're not going to rack up those injuries. But when you start to hit your mid-20s, start to get into your 30s, the athleticism and the durability starts to wane. And that's my big fear about Ja Morant. So for the time being, I'm going to enjoy him, but I am starting to get a little bit scared. He picks up those knee injuries and ankle injuries, and that really limits what he's able to do because he's not a great outside shooter. He's not a great shot creator. His skill is to go and jump higher than how tall the biggest man on the other team is and dunk it over him. But a really great young player for this team that, of course, we're going to be building around. Tyus Jones, a really good backup. Honestly, I thought he was on his way over to the New York Knicks. They need a point guard. He's a very good facilitator. He's probably maybe a top 30 point guard in the league. He's more of a natural point guard. He's a good three-point shooter, though. I think he shot 40% last year. Really impressive there. He's a bit undersized, but he is the assist to turnover king, and he's great for this team running the second unit. He's going to be around for a long time. Kennedy Chandler, another undersized point guard. He was probably the best natural point guard of last year's draft class. His issue is that he's not 6'1". He's probably somewhere closer to 5'11", just too undersized, and he is very comparable to like a lesser version of Ja Morant. Good athlete, nice vertical, good passer, can't shoot all that well, but he's a great leader. He was really fun to watch on Tennessee. And I like the pickup. I believe he was, late first round, somewhere in the second round. So it's not a big deal. They didn't waste a ton of assets on him. Maybe he turns into the Tyus Jones replacement 2 years from now. But Kennedy Chandler, just a name to look out for. Desmond Bane, effectively the most improved player of the year last season. He was just such a fun player. Ridiculous three-point efficiency, just knocked down ever since he came to the league. A little bit older at a TCU, 24 years old, but he is one of the ultimate 3-and-D prospects. And he is built like a bowling ball. He's got the biggest shoulders in the NBA this side of Dwight Howard. Such a fun player to watch. Hopefully he continues to develop his game. And last year he had a little facilitation to his game as well. He wasn't just a spot up catch and shoot shooter. He can dribble the ball, put it on the floor, and get his own shot to some extent. Of course, Ja Morant's going to be doing the main ball handling duties. But it's good to have another combo guard on the roster. Dylan Brooks, really fun player, took a bit of a step back last season. It's not that he regressed or put up these awful numbers. It's that we saw the way that he played with the intensity in the playoffs. And then the next season he came out, got injured a little bit, and just wasn't quite the same player that we saw when he had those funny hairdo defensive stops. He was harassing Steph Curry. He's harassing LeBron James. I think everybody believed that he was going to turn himself into an all-star, do something similar to what Miles Bridges did out there in Charlotte before he had his off-the-court issues. But instead, Dylan Brooks got hurt and he just played okay. At times he was getting outplayed by Kyle Anderson and Zion Williams. So not sure how much longer we're going to keep Dylan Brooks around. He is still got 1 year left on that really affordable, really cheap deal. I think it was like a 4-year, $40 million contract he signed a couple years back. Super affordable, but he's going to be looking for an extension. John Concar, I believe he got re-signed. Not really big fan of the money that he's getting. He's a fine 3-and-D prospect. Same with, Killian Tilly here as well. Zion Williams, we're going to need him to step up. They took him because of the upside out of USC. He was supposed to go somewhere late in the first round. He went with the number 10 overall pick. Of course, Joshua Primo also went way earlier. So the 2 years ago draft class was a little bit funky around these spots. That said, Zion Williams does have the potential. Can he stay healthy? Can he knock it down his three-point shot? Find some consistency? Just continue to learn, continue to develop. This could theoretically be a nice breakout year for Zion Williams. Jake LaRavia, I don't know why he was getting so much hype. He's a 3-and-D power forward which is fine, I guess. He can shoot the three pretty well. He gives you effort on defense, but he's not that athletically gifted. He's going to be bullied. He's easily exploitable on the defensive end, so just not a big fan. He's also not a small forward. He is a power forward. Let's just move him up. His lateral foot speed was atrocious when I was grading his tape. Vince Williams Jr., not a lot to talk about. I didn't even grade any of his tape. Moving on to the power forwards, Jaren Jackson Jr., former number 4 overall pick, signed that 4-year, $100 million extension, and he's okay. He's not great. He hasn't taken that next step. He doesn't play center. He's in that Anthony Davis, too small to be a center with some minor injury concerns, a little bit oversized to be a natural wing player. So he's that power forward center hybrid in today's NBA that a lot of tweener players are just struggling with. His 3-point shot comes and it goes. Sometimes he's knocked down and you go, oh my God, Jaren Jackson Jr. could be a great player. And then other times he shoots 31%, 28% from the 3-point line. And you go, what are we doing with this guy on the court? So it's going to be another interesting season to see where Jaren Jackson Jr. is on this team. If the Memphis Grizzlies want to be legitimate title contenders, he needs to take that next step. He needs to turn himself into an all-star player, the number 2 or number 3 option on this team alongside Desmond Bane to give Ja Morant the support that he needs. Brandon Clark was honestly their second best player, if not their best player for long stretches in the playoffs last year. The dude is just an energy bunny, gives you unlimited energy, intensity on the defensive end. On the offensive end, he can't shoot to save his life, but he's going to work his ass off on the court to make sure that you remember his name. Brandon Clark, such a fun player to watch, one of my favorite players in the league. He is due for a contract extension as well. Unfortunately, my God, this man cannot shoot, and he completely ruined his shot form. David Roddy, big fat out of Colorado State. He's an okay player. I think he got a little bit overrated. I don't expect too much from him. He's an undersized big man, 6'6", but 255 pounds. Has nice feet, nice hands. He just doesn't have great athleticism. He has to play with his mind over his matter. I don't know if the NBA game is too athletic for him, so we'll have to see. He's got some interesting tape, makes some interesting plays and passes and shots. We'll see, is all I can say about David Roddy. I don't love him as much as some of the other prospects that came out of the draft, but he's a certainly fine player. Santi Aldama, another interesting player for this team. He got drafted as the last pick of the 2022 draft class. Not a lot of people knew much about him, and he's interesting. He's also string bean skinny. He's a stretch 5, stretch 4, and at times he looks like he's going to be a knockdown 3-point shooter, give you effort and intensity. He just needs to work on his consistency. Killian Tilly, another 3-no-D prospect. Steven Adams is one of my favorite players in the NBA. I love that they got his overall boost finally. He's up to an 83. When they made the Jonas Valanciunas Steven Adams trade, everyone was going, oh my God, Jonas Valanciunas is so much of a better player because he had like one game where he shot 5 threes in a row. But Steven Adams gives you good defense, good effort, great rebounding. Obviously, he's a complete non-factor on the offensive end, except for he's the best offensive rebounder in the NBA. So take that with what you will. He's a big body, the strongest man in the NBA, one of those gentle giants that he's just a big softy, but man, does he lift weights and his screens hurt. I love Steven Adams. That said, in 2K, he's not going to offer you much more. He's probably going to be walking at the end of this season. Xavier Tillman took a bit of a step back last season. I was really disappointed. He came alongside when Kyle Anderson had his career year, when Dylan Brooks showed out, and Xavier Tillman came in as a rookie. And we're like, oh my God, this guy is the perfect stretch 5, undersized, but high effort, high energy center that this team needs. And then he just kind of fell off last season. Shot wasn't falling. Consistency wasn't there. Defense wasn't great. So we'll see what comes there. Kenneth Lofton Jr., really just a summer league legend. He bullied Chet Holmgren because he's 6'7" and almost 300 pounds. He's built like Zion, but not quite the athlete. I don't expect him to have a long career in the NBA, especially with that size. But hey, you never know with Kenneth Lofton Jr. So that is the team, of course, led by Taylor Jenkins. We already spoke on him, but this is going to be the 9-man rotation to start the season. Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Steven Adams. Coming off the bench, Tyus Jones, Brandon Clark, Zaire Williams, Xavier Tillman, David Roddy, Jake LaRavia, Kennedy Chandler, and Killian Tilly all going to get 1 minute just to see what they're made of. Preseason power rankings, the Grizzlies are underrated in 2K. Not really sure why, but they are 13th for 2K Sports and 8th for Eric Boner. And here at the All-Star break is Team Luka and Team Giannis. On Team Luka is LeBron James, Stephanie Curry, Anthony Davis, and Joel Embiid. Can you have enough big fellas on this team? You got Luka and Steph, and then Bron, AD, and Joel Embiid. Woof! On the other side is Kevin Durant, James Harden, Nikola Jokic, and Trae Young. For the reserves is Damian Lillard, Jimmy Buckets, Devin Booker, Karl Towns, Ja Morant, our boy Zion Williamson, and Bam Adebayo. On the other side, Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, Paul George, Jason Tatum, Bradley Beal, DeMar DeRozan, and Zach LaVine. 13. We are, oh, we're incredible. We're 43-9 this season. Number 1 in the NBA, clearly. I'm not really sure what it is about this team when I take over, but they are a god squad. And hey, I will take that to my bank. Look at the player stats right now, of course, led by MVP caliber Ja Morant, just having himself a season, up to a 95 overall, 33 points, 7 rebounds, really? And 9 assists? Holy crap. Shooting 40% from the 3-point line. Ja Morant is a glitch. Wow. Not really sure what else to say. Desmond Bane putting in 20. Dylan Brooks, great, 15. Jaren Jackson, 14 and 7. Tyus Jones, 11 and 6 off the bench. Brandon Clark, Steven Adams giving us 11 rebounds. The team in 2K is perfectly constructed. Nothing to say about that. Leading the league in scoring is, of course, Luka Doncic, but Ja Morant at 2. Rebounds is Nikola Jokic, and assist is Nikola Jokic. Okay. Steals is Jimmy Buckets. Blocks is Jaren Jackson Jr. Field goal percentages is Zion Williamson. Shooting a very nice field goal percentage. 3-point champion is Kevin Durant. Free throw champion is Derrick Rose. Yeah, no changes for us to make. I'll see you in the playoffs. Luka Doncic wins MVP, almost puts up a triple-double, 36, 11, and 9.8, 51% from the field, 82% from the free throw line, and 45% from the free three-point line. Wow. Paolo Banchero does win Rookie of the Year for the Magic. Ben Simmons, 6th Man of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year is Anthony Davis. Bones Highland wins Most Improved. Coach of the Year is our boy Taylor Jenkins, as we have an unreal season, 63 and 19. All-NBA first team, of course, Ja Morant does make it second team. I'm not expecting anybody else. Third team, Jaren Jackson Jr. does make the all-defensive first team. Good to see there. Rookies, I don't think we played our rookies, so David Roddy, Kennedy Chandler, they each played 1 minute, so they're on the all-rookie team, but we had an incredible season. 11 games up on the next best team, which is the Pelicans. That tells you how good we are. Luka led the league in scoring. Ja Morant fell to 3rd. Rebounds is Nikola Jokic, and assist is Nikola Jokic, average a triple-double. Steals is Paul George. Blocks is Jaren Jackson Jr. Field goal percentages is Mitchell Robinson. 3-point champion is Damian Lillard. Free throw champion is Kevin Love. Yeah, we had a heck of a year. Probably what? Offensively, we were the 5th best team. Defensively, we were the best team, giving us a 12.0 point differential, number 1 in the NBA. Field goal percentages were 7th. It's okay. 3-point percentages 8th. Again, okay. I don't know why this team had such a good record, but we did. And I will take that to my bank. I believe it's just because Ja Morant's a glitch, and then the supporting cast is really good. Like, everybody fills their role. Desmond Bane, second option, scoring. Dylan Brooks, perfect 3-and-D player. Jaren Jackson Jr., stretch 4, stretch 5. Tyus Jones, the great backup point guard. Brandon Clark, high energy. Steven Adams, rebounding machine. Zion Williams needs to improve. Xavier Tillman. Yeah, they're just, they fill their roles perfectly on this team. Here we are taking on the 8-seeded Oklahoma City Thunder. Shea, Josh Giddey, Lou Dort, Darius Baisley, Chet Holmgren, the GOAT Pokashevsky, Mike Muscala, Trey Mann. We're probably going to win this, and we will see you in the second round. Did not mean to do that. Seemingly through the game, 2-0, up 3-0, and just complete domination, 4-0. Now to take on the Denver Nuggets. Now this is an interesting matchup. 2 players who can't play defense on the different respective ends of the court. Ja Morant, just a too undersized, too small. He can get bullied easily. And Nikola Jokic can't play defense because he has 0 lateral foot speed. Well, Murray, KCP, they're a good team in theory. It just never seems to work out. Saying that, though, we lost game 1, 1-1, up 2-1, up 3-1. How we doing? Jamal Murray, 26 and 5. Nikola Jokic, 25, 15 and 5. Ja Morant, 28 and 10. Desmond Bane, 26. Yeah, our role players just step up every single game. And here's the matchup we've been waiting for. Ja versus Zion. CJ McCollum, Brandon Ingram, Herb Jones, Zion Williamson. And they got a great supporting cast on their team as well. So I'm going to be unsurprised if either team wins, really. Ja Morant starts off with a 38, 6 and 9. Nice. Dylan Brooks, 33. Right behind him, Desmond Bane. Yeah, our boys balled out. Zion only put up a 16, 7 and 7. We're up 2-0. Are we sweeping? Are we about to win a championship in year 1? James Harden wins Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Ja Morant wins Western Conference Finals MVP. Taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, Matisse Thybulle, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid. I think DeAnthony Melton was on our team, right? Yeah, traded him away, and they are beating us. Ja Morant's doing okay. We have a lot of scoring on this team. Oh, I need to shrink the rotation. Yeah, dropping us to an 8-man rotation there, making sure none of the bench scrubs get their games. And we win 2-1. Joel Embiid puts up 33 and 11. James Harden 23, 7 and 6. Tyrese Maxey kind of disappeared. John Morant, 48, 8, and 10. What are these numbers? Dylan Brooks was good. Somehow the bench still got in, even though I changed all the minutes up. It's fine. And we're down 3-1. James Harden balling out 39, 6, and 9. Nice. Joel Embiid, 26 and 10. John Morant put up only 31 and 6. Desmond Bane, 21. Okay, elimination game. And we are down 3-2 to the 76ers. Going to hop into Simcast, see how this plays out in Philadelphia. What did I say? Philadelphia? Anyway, we are blowing them out here in the third quarter, going into the fourth, about a 20-point lead. We win this. We force the game 7 back in Memphis. 3-2-3. Grizzlies versus Sixers. Are we going to win a championship in year 1? Or does Joel Embiid walk away with the ring there? Winning in the third quarter, going into the fourth. Back and forth game certainly here. We might hop in, even though it's year 1, just because Ja is electric. And it looks like we are going to walk away year 1 NBA champions? Question mark? 7-point game. Yeah, we win. John Morant is going to walk away NBA Finals MVP, puts up 37, 6, and almost 10. Wow. Well, I don't really want to call this a rebuild then, because we're not going to be doing anything other than enjoying the successes of John Morant. Hall of Fame inductees, Dwight going to get his jersey retired as well. Who was the other guy? Blake Griffin by the Clippers. League meetings, are any of these fun? No. Increase the shot clock to 45 seconds. That's disgusting. I kind of want to do it. Draft lottery. We don't have picks, right? I believe we just have our standard picks. So it goes Rockets, Spurs, and Jazz. Suns and Hornets as well to round out the top 5. Staff signing, no changes we're going to make. Obviously, Taylor Jenkins is good enough to win a championship in this league. Go to the draft combine. The fastest man of the class is Scoot Henderson and Sid Cisse. Most agile is Scoot Henderson, Brandon Miller, and Tyrese Hunter and Dylan Mitchell. Highest vertical, Jazz Gortman, Damian Collins. Highest bench press is Hunter Dickinson and Scoot Henderson. What? And Adam Sanogo. Best shot, 3-pointer, Tariq Whitehead, JJ Starks, Cole Hawkins, and Caleb Love. Don't know if we have any draft picks. We might have our pick, which falls to pick 30. Yeah, we have a couple picks down the road here. Grizzlies, Warriors. We'll see. We'll see. We're probably not going to hop in or draft anybody crazy. But number 1 overall goes Scoot Henderson. Wow, they're replacing Kevin Porter Jr. Interesting. Okay, Victor Wembanyama still on the board, going number 2 overall to the Spurs. Nick Smith Jr. Does that mean Victor falls 3 to the Jazz? So the Jazz fall to 3rd in the lottery and still walk away with Victor. Number 4 to the Suns goes G.G. Jackson. Number 5 goes Derek Lively. 6 to the Rockets again goes Dylan Mitchell. 7 to the Pistons is Babacar Miller. And 8 to the Magic goes Osar Thompson. So maybe we hop in here around pick 9, pick 10. I'm totally fine with jumping in and seeing if we can make some trades, draft somebody. It's always fun to do in this game. Maybe something like this goes through. First round pick this year, pick 30. Next year's first round pick, John Concar, Jake LaRavia, Killian Tilly. No, really? I kind of thought that would go through. What else can I give you? Maybe another first, just because we're going to be good in simulation. Oh boy, they're going to make us actually work for this. I'll give up one more first, and then I'm calling it quits. And there we go, walking away with pick 9. Who do we want to take? Who is available on the draft board? Keontae George, Carson Wallace, Rick Whitehead, Cam Whitmore. I remembered, played like a beast for us. One of our rebuilds. You know what? I'm going to take that. Cam Whitmore was so good for us. I will take him with our pick. And we'll skip to the second round where we have, I don't know, anybody available. Nobody's even fully scouted yet. Matthew Cleveland, sure. There you go. Oh, we have another first round pick. Who do we want with this pick? Matthew Mayer out of Baylor. Good enough for me. Simulate to the end, and we walk away with 3 more players. G.G. Jackson, 81 overall. Interesting enough. But we picked up Cam Whitmore, who's going to be a bucket for us in about 2 years. Do we want any of these guys? I don't know. We'll trade them away. On to team player options. Santi Aldama, Vince Williams. You can walk. You're not that good. Kenneth Lofton Jr. does have to come back because he's just so big and just so fat. Moving on to free agency. Who needs a contract? Because we signed everybody. How's the team looking right now? So we have 3 point guards. John Morant, Tyus Jones, Kennedy Chandler. We have Desmond Bane and Cam Whitmore, Matthew Cleveland, and Matthew Mayer. Too many Matthews on this team. Dylan Brooks and Zaire Williams, fine with that. Jaren Jackson and Brandon Clark, fine with that. Oh, we need to bring back, what's his face? The center. Can we afford him? What's his name? Steven Adams, that's his name. Yeah, we can re-sign him. Is there an upgrade that we want to make though at the center position? Because just re-signing him doesn't feel like it's enough to put us over the top. But that said, we already won a championship, so we're just kind of looking to defend our chip. Steven Adams, Vince Williams can walk, whatever. Off my team. Let's try to consolidate some of this talent because we got too many players right now. Like, I don't know. Get a better backup center, I guess. Wow. Okay. So we're picking up Jared Allen. We give him Steven Adams, Santi Aldama, David Roddy, Killian Tilly, and Kennedy Chandler. And we still have a couple players to get rid of too. The two Matthews probably aren't going to do anything. We'll keep Matthew Cleveland, but Matthew Mayer certainly isn't going to develop. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going 10 deep, interestingly enough. Matthew Mayer, get off the team. Go to the Bulls. Thank you. Next up is Tyre Williams, Cam Whitmore. Kind of go with this team. So we're actually, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 deep already. As for free agency, James Harden going back to the 76ers, Kyrie Irving to the Jazz, which is weird. Him and Victor Wembanyama, though, that could be fun. Kristaps Porzingis to the Pacers, Chris Middleton to the Spurs. Okay. Tyler Hero to the Heat, RJ Barrett back to the Knicks, Christian Wood back on the Mavericks, Jordan Poole back to the Warriors, Fred VanVleet back to the Raptors, and Draymond Green to the Thunder? That doesn't make any sense. Who is he going to punch over there? Moving on to player progression, where we have John Moran up to an 96, just a god in simulation. Desmond Bane up to an 86. Jaren Jackson Jr. up to an 86. Jarrett Allen, the new upgrade, the new center, up to an 86. Our team is stacked. Our team is ready. And we got some young talent on this team as well. Zaire Williams, Cam Whitmore. That's it. But hey, those guys are ready to step up as well in the near future, as well as competing. We're kind of doing what the Warriors are doing out there in the West Coast. Gonna auto-generate some rookies, and let's look at this new look, I guess 10-man rotation, right? We got too many good players. John Morant, Desmond Bane, Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Jarrett Allen coming off the bench. Tyus Jones, Xavier Tillman, Brandon Clark, Cam Whitmore, and Zaire Williams. I don't know, give Matthew Cleveland a minute. Sure, that's fine with me. Kenneth Lofton Jr., you can just stay there and be fat. Preseason power rankings, we are first for 2K Sports, first for Eric Bonner as well, and this will probably be the easiest rebuild we've ever done in the history of 2K23. I am fine with that because I'm so sick of our team always losing. And here at the All-Star break is Team Giannis and Team Luka. On Team Giannis is Kevin Durant, Nikola Jokic, John Morant, and Karl Towns. On the other side, LeBron James, Jason Tatum, Trae Young, and Darius Garland. For the reserves is James Harden, Jimmy Buckets, Anthony Davis, LaMelo Ball, Joel Embiid, DeMar DeRozan, and Zach LaVine. On the other side, Stephanie Curry, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Shea, RJ Barrett, and Anthony Edwards. Once again, we are incredible. Best team in the NBA, 41-9. Is that the same record we had as last season? Could be. Could be. Scoring is leading by Luka Doncic. Of course, John Morant is where? 9th. Took a little bit of a step back. Our rebounds is Joel Embiid, and assist is Ja Morant. Well, that's why he took a scoring step back. He's more of a facilitator now. Up to a 97 overall. Glitch. Steals is Lonzo Ball. Blocks is Victor Wembanyama. Figure percentages is Zion Williamson. 3-point champion is Kevin Durant, shooting 50% from the 3-point line. That is unreal. Free throw champion is Kyrie Irving. No changes that we're going to make here. We are winning everything, and let's go win as a chip. Luka Doncic wins another MVP, 36, 10, and 11. Triple-double, 50, 84, 44 from the field. Victor Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year for the Jazz, 21 and 10. That's just incredible numbers from him. Jaden Ivey, 6th Man of the Year on the Pistons. Giannis, Defensive Player of the Year. Darius Garland, Most Improved. Is he? I don't know about that. He went up from 22 to 27, and then he went down last year. I don't know about that. Taylor Jenkins does win Coach of the Year, as we are Executive of the Year. Our team is great. John Morant does make the All-NBA first team. Second team, nobody. Third team, nobody. Defensive first team, nobody? Really? I feel like we've got so much defense on this team, but okay. All-Rookie first team. Second team, Cam Whitmore doesn't make it. That's a little bit disappointing. We got kind of shafted on the awards, but we were the best team in the NBA. 20 games up on the next best team. We went 68 and 14. That puts us number one, obviously. 17 games up on the Cleveland Cavaliers. I mean, this team is glitchy. Our defense is unreal. Jared Allen is good defensively and offensively. Jaren Jackson Jr. is even taller than Jared Allen. What a squad that we've got going here. Leader in scoring went to Luka Doncic because of course. Where is our boy? What's his name? John Morant, right? Yeah. Where is he? Ja? down to 13th. Wow, Ja, overrated, confirmed. Rebounds is Giannis, and assist is Luka Doncic. Ja Morant, though, is second. I really like seeing these facilitation numbers go up. Steals is Lonzo Ball. Blocks is Victor Wembanyama. Field goal percentages is Zion Williamson. Shooting a very nice field goal percentage. 3-point champion is Kevin Durant. Free throw champion is Kevin Love. How's the team look? Are we the best team offensively? Probably. Points per game. What am I looking at? I wanted team stats. Points per game, we were number 1. Defensively, we were number 1, giving us a 14.9 point differential, number 1 in the NBA. Field goal percentages, we are tied for first. 3-point percentages, we are not great, 8th. Not terrible, not great. And free throw percentages, we are 8th as well. But all in all, the team is great. The team is incredible. Ja Morant doing Ja Morant things. Desmond Bane took a little bit of a step back. Why is that? Is that because Cam Whitmore took some of his minutes? Could be. Certainly could be. Dillon Brooks, perfectly fine. Jared Allen and Jaren Jackson Jr. are forming a lethal twin tower duo out here. 3-point shooting, how are we looking though? So, Ja Morant is shooting 40%. Desmond Bane, 44%. Jaren Jackson Jr., 31%. Not ideal. Dillon Brooks, 39%. Tyus Jones, 45%. Xavier Tillman, an awful 29%. Zaire Williams, an awful 32%. He just hasn't developed at all so far in this game. Cam Whitmore, really good rookie season for him, 38%. Jared Allen, Brandon Clark. Is Isaiah Thomas on this team? And Jabari Parker? That's so weird. I don't know why it is, but it is weird. Here we are, 1 versus 8. Phoenix Suns versus Memphis Grizzlies. How the tables have turned. The Phoenix Suns, formerly the best team in the NBA, are now struggling, but they have Gigi Jackson on their team. They've got a good squad. Cliff Paul, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, although he only puts up, 9, 7, and 3 in these games. Terrible. Gigi Jackson, DeAndre Ayton, Cam Johnson. I like it. I like it. I love it even. I want some more of it. And we lost game 1. Why? With too many players on the court. Devin Booker popped off. Gigi Jackson was pretty good. What is our rotation? It's only a 9-man rotation, right? 10-man rotation. Maybe that's why. All right, minutes are fixed a little bit, and we're losing 2-0 to the best team in the NBA, the Suns. Ja Morant only put up 20 and 11. Jaren is pretty good, 20 and 8. Jared Allen, 16 and 7. Why aren't we winning? Devin Booker is cooking Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane's our best defender, though. Okay, why don't we hop in Simcast? Always simulate. Get on my face. And we'll make sure that Devin Booker is getting guarded by Dillon Brooks, right? Did not mean to do that. I'm sorry. Now I have to go do this again. Really fun. Love that. Okay. Simulate. Not going to be playing, not going to be jumping in. We just need to figure out why this team is refusing to win. We lost 2 games on our home court. Offense is stalling here in this game, but it looks like we're going to walk away with a 6-point victory here, 2-1. And we are down 3-1. We're getting 1-8'd. I just want to point that out, that we're getting 1-8'd. And we're the best team in the NBA. What is this simulation cheese? Okay, we need to force this, to force a game 6, to force a game 7. And we're losing here in the 4th quarter, 10-point game, and they are blowing us out. What is this looking like? Yeah, Ja Morant is disappearing. 16, 6, and 5. He's literally doubling that normally. What is happening? Jared Allen was good. Cam Whitmore was really good. Jaren Jackson Jr. is awful. 1 of 11 from the field. 0-7 from 3. Okay. Maybe we're not as good as I expected. As we fall to the Phoenix Suns, we get 1-8'd, losing 106-101. Don't know how to feel about that. The Suns advance to the Western Conference Finals, and then they lose to the Luka Doncic, who beats the Hawks. Luka Doncic, NBA Finals MVP. No surprises there. What does that mean for us? LeBron retires. I don't know. You got $50 million coming to you. I'm going to override that. Rest of the players, not really interesting. Kevin Love is gone. Staff retirements: Greg Popovich, Pablo Prioni, and Louis Fletcher. Hall of Fame inductees: Russ and Melo getting their jersey retired. So is Kyle Lowry. League meetings, are any of these fun? No. And no. Good deal. Looking at the draft lottery, we have the Golden State Warriors pick at 12. Let's see where that falls. It goes 12. So we have the 12th pick in this year's draft. We need to get better, I guess. I don't know what happened, but man. Tell you what if we bump Cam Whitmore up to the 3? Because he is 6'7", kind of the same size as Dillon Brooks. We figure out if Dillon Brooks is going to stick around in the team. Because you can win with Ja Morant and Desmond Bane. You just, period. That's good enough, clearly. Zaire Williams has not been developing at all. Jaren Jackson Jr., Jared Allen. I feel like the rest of this team is good enough. Maybe we improve our bench. I'll focus on that. I will also be getting rid of Taylor Jenkins. Thank you for everything you have done for this team. We're looking to get better, and we need to start winning. That means bringing in the GOAT, Mike Stauffer. On to the NBA Draft Combine. The fastest man of the class is Lenny Wall, Clifton Howard. Most agile is Mario Ferrari. Holy crap. Look at this freaking Mario Brothers looking dude. And Tim Terry. Highest vertical is Mario Ferrari, Gilbert Blake, and Kelvin Carroll. Highest bench press is Clyde Lloyd, Daryl Jeffries, and best shot three-pointer, Michael Nojowitz and Matthew Starks. And Mario Ferrari, this guy seems to be very good. Are you good at all? I don't know what this is kind of weird. Why are you all over my game, Mario? I gotta be honest, looking at this draft class, I want J.C. Weber. Number 1 overall in the draft, Brooke Page is gonna be a monster. He has Hall of Fame ceiling, at minimum Pau Gasol starter, A+ potential, looks to be God, gonna go number 1 overall. Paris Ewing looks to be pretty good here at 2, but right behind him, J.C. Weber looks to be a beast. If he falls to 3, I'm jumping on it. He's got Kevin Garnett, Hall of Fame scouting report. He's a good player, can shoot the 3 to some extent. Do we have his shots, his stats? No, we don't. Good deal. Poor court vision, I mean, whatever, medical condition, we have injuries off, but he also has A+ potential. If he falls to 3, I'm jumping up to take him. I might even jump up to 2. But number 1 overall to the Raptors, no surprise here, is going to go Brock Page, just the best player in the class. Do I want to move up to number 2 to take J.C. Weber? Could I conceivably move up to number 2 to take J.C. Weber? Do we have the draft capital to move up to number 2 to take J.C. Weber? We have the Warriors pick here. That's good. I'd have to give up Brandon Clark 100% for sure, because he's going to be filling that role, period. I'd have to give up probably Dylan Brooks as well. And there you go. We moved up to the number 2 pick in the draft, and I am taking J.C. Weber. Where is he? Draft that man. This dude is going to be a monster in a couple of seasons. The rest of the picks, I don't really care. I mean, whatever. Second round picks, enjoy them. Somebody. Number 3 goes Kostas Alexandris out of Greece to the San Antonio Spurs. Next goes Antonio Walton to the Thunder. And number 5 to not the Pelicans anymore, but they're trading with the Hornets. And the Hornets at number 5 take Bernard Alexander. I love the guy that we got. I think his potential is going to be ridiculous. 74 overall isn't great. He's got a couple years to develop, but he's going to be a monster for our team. Again, this guy was going to be incredible. Paris Ewing looks to be really good. I thought about drafting him. This is a really deep center class, but I just decided we're going to get the guy who's going to be a Hall of Fame caliber player in a couple of seasons if he develops properly. Zaire Williams is going to be our backup small forward of the future. Matthew Cleveland, I mean, he is still here. Qualifying offers, nobody. We obviously have no money in free agency. Does anybody need to come back on their bird rights? Tyus Jones does. And Kenny Lofton probably doesn't want to sign with us because I made him stay in the G League for way too long. But Tyus Jones, come on back. You've just been a pretty good backup caliber point guard for us. I have no problems bringing him back on a nice $8 million deal. And there you go. And there you go. Enjoy. How are we looking for the rest of the team? So we have 1, 2, 3. Cam Whitmore's going to jump up to play the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And probably Matthew Cleveland isn't going to get any minutes whatsoever. So Zaire Williams has not developed at all. Could I theoretically trade him, Matthew Cleveland, and a future first of ours and just get a little bit better at, I don't know, some backup position? Moses Moody, be a nice pickup. Wendell Moore, Usman Jang. That'd be fun, but is he really that much better than Zaire Williams? He's 1 year younger, 2 overalls less. Not really. Akapurtle, Alperen Şengün, the GOAT, bring him over to our team. I might do that just because he has 4 stars and then trade him away for somebody that's more comparable. Aiden Bradley, Ochai Agbaji develops really well. Don't know why he's only a 76 overall at this point. Jalen Johnson would be a fun pickup. Eamon Thompson. But tell you what, let's go pick up Alperen Şengün and then trade him away again. We're also picking up a future Houston first round pick. Alpi. Actually, you know what? Xavier Tillman can go because Alperen Şengün could be our backup forward. And then we pick up like a Gary Payton, Trey Jones even. You know what? I'll take Ochai Agbaji. He plays pretty well in this game. I'll trade away Walker Kessler. We just don't need him on the team. There's too many players of your caliber that we can find. Give me a first round pick from I'll take it from the Rockets. Brooklyn unprotected. As for free agency, Kawhi Leonard went to the Jazz as well. The Jazz have given up rebuilding. They're just going to take their 1 pick and then start signing players. So they have Kawhi Leonard, Kyrie Irving, Victor Wembanyama. And that is it. They have a 3-man team going on over there. Not that it's a bad one, but what the hell is happening in Utah? Lonzo Ball, LaMelo Ball back to the Hornets. Anthony Davis back to the Lakers. Tyrese Halliburton back to the Pacers. Anthony Edwards back to the Timberwolves. Tobias Harris to the Hornets. Okay, not a great signing there if you ask me. Cole Anthony back on the Magic. Bogdan Bogdanovic back to the Kings. He actually played there a few years back, 2019, 2020. Yeah. Trey Jones back to us. Tyus Jones, nope. And Nicholas Claxton. So here we are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Love the team, love the squad. We are really filling out. We're improving. We're getting better. We're consolidating our talent, and we're going to go win a championship. Play progression. John Moran up to a 98. Jared Allen up to an 87. Desmond Bane holding steady at an 86. So is Jaren Jackson Jr. Cam Whitmore up 6 overalls from last year. Inserted into the starting lineup. He's going to be a dog for us. Alperen Şengün, the perfect backup center, even though he's not 6'10". Tyus Jones, he's fine. Ochai Agbaji and JC Weber. Again, Hall of Fame, A+ potential. Look at that. He's going to be balling out in just a few seasons if we're still around. If not, who cares? We're going to be winning championships anyway. Looking at the preseason power rankings for this upcoming year, 2024, we are 3rd for 2K Sports and 3rd for Eric Boner as well. Nightmare rotation going to look something like this. John Morant, Desmond Bane, Cam Whitmore, Jaren Jackson Jr., Jared Allen, Alperen Şengün, Tyus Jones, Ochai Agbaji, and J.C. Weber. And David Bertans and Sveti Mihailovic are not going to be getting minutes. So sorry for you. Luka Doncic wins another MVP. Is this his 3rd in a row? I don't know. Ridiculous. Brooke Page is Rookie of the Year. Wins it over our guy. Harris Ewing had a pretty good season. Is our guy here. J.C. Weber. Can't really tell how good he performed. But 16? No, he didn't play enough minutes. That's unfortunate. But J.C. Weber was certainly very good in this game. Jaden Ivey, 6th man of the year. Giannis, defensive player, their most improved is Cam Whitmore. Our boy went up to 15, 5, and 4. Inserted into the starting lineup. What a season for him. Taylor Jenkins, once again, Coach of the Year as we win Executive of the Year All-NBA. First team is Ja Morant. Second team, nobody. Third team, nobody. Defensive first teams, no. Second teams, Jaren Jackson Jr. does make it. I don't know why Jared Allen doesn't. But hey, do we win anything here? J.C. Weber on the all-rookie second team. We're actually not the best team in the NBA. We're the 2nd best team in the NBA, taking on the Phoenix Suns yet again. Jesus Christ. Naturally. Scoring champion went to Luka Doncic because, of course, John Morant fell to 7th, 28.5 points per game. Our rebounds is Chet Holmgren, and assist is Ja Morant. 12 a game is ridiculous. Like 28, 6, and 12. That is MVP numbers, man. Steals is Ben Simmons. Blocks is Victor Wembanyama. Figure percentages is Zion Williamson. Shooting a very nice figure percentage. Terrence Smith wins the 3-point champion, and free throw champion is Emmanuel Quickly. Team stats. We were pretty good. 3rd offensively. Number 1 defensively, giving us a 14.8 point differential. Number 1 in the NBA field goal percentages. We are 3rd. 3-point percentages. We are 7th. And free throw percentages. We are 4th. I mean, I don't really know what to do with that information. John Morant had an incredible year. Desmond Bane, again, taking a little bit of a step back. Not really sure what to do with him, but Cam Whitmore really stepped up this year. I need to see J.C. Weber improve in this offseason, but he's joyous and joy to the world because he is going to be good, hopefully. 3-point percentages. I mean, whatever. We're a good team. Can we beat the Suns? We made some improvements. We consolidated our talent. G.G. Jackson's up to an 87 overall. Yeah, they're going to be a tough out for sure. But we did get better. Alperen Şengün's an 84 overall. Ochai Agbaji up to a 79. J.C. Weber only a 76. Players really don't develop well in their first season, but we win game 1. Win game 2. Yeah, this is going much better. 2-1, 3-1, and we make it out of the first round. Can you believe it? The Memphis Grizzlies made it out, taking on the Utah Jazz. Kyrie Irving, Nickeil Alexander Walker, Kawhi Leonard. How did they sign Domantas Sabonis? Good game. Tell me. Yeah. 86 overall, 1.97 veterans minimum contract. Victor Wembanyama. Yeah, that's certainly a good team. I'm just swallowing my own spit here while I'm trying to talk. 2-1, 3-1, and 4-1 now to take on the Houston Rockets, the true number 1 seed. They have... Who did they sign? They didn't sign anybody. I thought they signed RJ Barrett. They have Scoot Henderson at the 1, obviously. Jalen Green, Dylan Mitchell, Jabari Smith, Usman Garuba, since we stole Alperen Şengün from them. So that certainly is a mismatch there at the center position for sure. We got size on our team. They got Zaire, our old friend, Cam Reddish, Josh Christopher. They really didn't sign anybody. All this money, all these draft picks, and they don't sign anybody. We win game 1, win game 2. Win game 3. Are we about to sweep the number 1 seed? Yes, we do. John Morant wins Western Conference Finals MVP. Darius Garland wins Eastern Conference Finals MVP. And we got point guard on point guard crimes going on here. Darius Garland, John Morant, Desmond Bane, Donovan Mitchell, Devin Vassell, Cam Whitmore, Jaren Jackson Jr., Evan Mobley, and our old friend Steven Adams against the upgraded Jarrett Allen. And this is why I traded for Jarrett. 87 overall versus a 77 overall. Just not fair. Kennedy Chandler is still on their team as well. As we lose game 1, John Morant puts up a 31-13 and 14 game. And we just come up short. What is his stat line? 2, and 9 in 22 minutes. Kind of weird. Wow. Darius Garland, 38-9. Donovan Mitchell, wow, 35-10. Yeah, that'll win you a game, but we win game 2. John Morant goes for 30-13 and 13. Donovan Mitchell goes for 32, but nobody else came along for the ride. And we are up 2-1, up 3-1. Are we about to walk away NBA champions yet again? 3-2. I'll hop into Simcast. I don't mind clutching it out over these Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't give a heck as they are winning in the second quarter, going into the third, back and forth game. Really high scoring contest. Into the fourth quarter, 112, 115. Grab a lead, I'll hop in. Otherwise, we're going to lose this game. And this might end up in a game 7. I got so cocky, so confident. Look at this score, though. And we, in fact, lose. Here we are, game 7 in Memphis. Winner, NBA champion. Loser, NBA loser. We are blowing the doors off them now. 20-point game here in the fourth quarter. And we are once again NBA champions. John Morant probably wins NBA Finals MVP. 99 overall, 25 points, 8 rebounds, 12 assists. Now, anybody can win 1 in a row. And we have won 1 in a row. But can you win 2? Cliff Paul does, in fact, retire. That makes a lot of sense at this point. Derrick Rose. Is Derrick Rose a Hall of Famer? Probably not. Really unfortunate. Jenner Perger, Michael Duncan, Mike Malone, Luke Walton. Hall of Fame inductees is Cliff Paul getting his jersey retired. So is Draymond Green. Any of these rules fun? 7-day contract? Sure. Whatever. Foul out rule. Get that out of here. Moving on to the draft lottery. Do we have a pick? I think we may have traded for somebody's pick, but I'm not really sure. Of course, the Thunder always have picks. And the Lakers end up with the number 1 pick in the draft. That is interesting. Of course, Mike Stauffer, our head coach, has really paid off. Just going to simulate all the way to the actual NBA draft. Is there anybody we want to pick up? Do we have any draft capital? Otherwise, we're just going to let the teams play themselves. We have a couple first. Theoretically, we could. Let me check out the class. Yeah, there's no superstar caliber players that we're going to have to pick up, but there's a couple 80 overall centers that we could try to move up and get backup. Jonathan Black might have been one of them. They look at the prospect scouting. So Alex Forbes and Jonathan Black are basically 80 overalls right out of the belt. They just don't have much potential on their side. Look at it, it's like B+. I mean, that's not great. A for Jonathan Black, so he's probably going to develop into something pretty good. Bam Adebayo ceiling, I don't know about that. Leftos, Diamante, not going to be good. So if, I don't know, he falls to pick 4, Alex Forbes, but nah. He doesn't fall. The rest of the players are, I mean, they're fine. The class was interesting, no superstars, but hey, looking on to team player options, Cam Whitmore and Ochai Agbaji are going to be coming back to this NBA championship winning team. Alperen Şengün does need a contract. Sam Hauser does not. Didn't even know Sam was on this team. And look at this free agency. I'm trying to target this. I don't know if I've said it enough, but in Blazers franchise, I'm trying to target this one because we can go after Giannis. We can go after Jason Tatum. We can go after both of them. We can go after LeBron James. 2025 is when the free agency gets a little bit spicy. Even Donovan Mitchell, if we're still in that kind of tier of a team. So just an interesting thing to talk about. Alperen Şengün going to get extended. That is a lot of money for a backup, though. Oof. Do we bring this down a little bit? I mean, I appreciate you, Alpi. I really do, but $28 million to play backup. Not a huge fan of that. Ty Jerome, get off my team. And we're going to be looking at something like this for the final season. John Morant, Tyus Jones, Desmond Bane, Ochai Agbaji, Cam Whitmore, Jaren Jackson Jr., J.C. Weber, Alperen Şengün, and Jarrett Allen. For free agency, Jason Tatum went to the Lakers, Evan Mobley to the Cavs, LeBron James to the Celtics. It's weird. Cade Cunningham to the Pistons, Scott Barnes back on the Raptors, Jalen Green back to the Rockets, Donovan Mitchell to the Hawks, Josh Giddey back on the Thunder, Domantas Sabonis to the Rockets. At least he gets an actual contract. And Alperen Şengün back to us. Where is Giannis going to go? To the Clippers, huh? Does he actually sign with the Clippers? He does. Weirdly enough. I don't know what I'm doing. We'll just simulate to player progression. where JC Weber should turn into a beast for us. I got all my marbles in there for JC Weber, and he went up 1 overall. You love to see it. Potential down to a B. Fuck. I drafted him with the number 2 overall pick. I don't know. I guess if you don't train them manually in this game, they don't turn out good at all. I don't understand potential. I don't understand improving. I don't get it. What is JC Weber's potential? It's a 77. We drafted him. He was an A+. What do I do with this information? Anyway, whatever. This is going to be the 9-man rotation for the final season. John Morant, Desmond Bain, Cam Whitmore, Jared Jackson Jr., Jared Allen, and Alperen Sengun coming off the bench with Tyus Jones, Ochai Agbaji, JC Weber, the bust of the number 2 overall pick. Doesn't make any sense to me how this works in simulation. We are the number 1 in the power rankings, obviously. LaMelo Ball wins MVP 31, 7, and 12, 51, 92, 41 from the field. Alex Forbes is a rookie of the year. Number 2 pick, right? Yeah, we were thinking about him. Ben Simmons, 6th man of the year on the Rockets. Giannis, defense player of the year on the Clippers. All-Star Thompson, most improved for the, I want to say the Magic, up to 21 points per game. Or 20 points per game. Yeah, he doubled his output. That's a most improved player award. Taylor Jenkins, once again, coach of the year, as we have an incredible record, 70 and 12. But this guy wins executive of the year? I'm confused. What happened? Wait, are there 2 70-win teams? No. What happened? There are... What? Wait. That's right. We have Mike Stauffer as our head coach. Taylor Jenkins went to the Rockets and won 70 games. Holy crap. I don't know what to say. I don't know how they got Ben Simmons on the team. I'm going to worry about that later. For now, let's look at the league leader. Scoring champion went to LaMelo Ball, MVP, 31 points per game. John Morant down somewhere here, 14th. That'll work for us. Our rebounds is Evan Mobley, and assist is LaMelo Ball. Steals is Lonzo Ball. Blocks is Victor Wembanyama. Figure percentages is Jared Allen. 3-point champion is AJ Griffin. Free throw champion is Greg Dickey. That's so funny. I thought we won, again, coach of the year, but we didn't. We only won 69 games. Had a very good year. Cam Whitmore has turned into a monster. I told you when we drafted him, Cam Whitmore plays incredible in simulation. If we continue to simulate for a few more years, he's going to be like a 25 point per game score. Unreal numbers. JC Weber, complete disappointment at this point, playing up to his potential as a 77 overall bust. Number 2 overall pick. Brutal. Rebounds, assists, 3-point shooting, whatever. Team stats, we finished with the 2nd best team in the NBA, behind the Rockets, who just look at this collection of talent, man. Scoot, Jalen Green, Jabari, Domantas Sabonis, Ben Simmons. How'd you sign BS? Yeah, mid-level exception. Emmanuel Quickly, $2 million. This is such BS, man. Like, none of these players would ever sign for these kind of contracts with me. It's fucking... God damn. Okay. Defensively, we are the best team in the NBA, giving us a 17-point differential, number 1 in the NBA, 0.8 points ahead of the Rockets. Offensively, we were 2nd best. For field goal wise, we were 2nd best. 3-point shooting, we are 6th best. And free throw shooting, we are 5th best. Let's check out system proficiency. I do want to win a championship here, so I'll do whatever it takes. We'll do balanced for now. But here we are. Let's at least advance. Taking on the Pelicans. Stephen King, not writing books anymore, is point guard of the Pelicans. Dyson Daniels is not a shooting guard. Sadiq Bey made his way to the team. They lost BI though. Jonathan Isaac. Kind of a weird squad. I can understand why they fell to the 7th seed, why they're stuck in the play-in tournament. Stuck in mediocrity. We're up 2-1, up 3-1, and 4-1. Now to take on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, Dylan Brooks, our old friend, Chet Holmgren, Anthony Black. I'm really disappointed in the non-growth of our number 2 overall pick. That really frustrates me. That said, we're still up 2-1, 3-1, and 4-1. Now to take on who? The Houston Rockets. This is yet again for all the marbles. This is to determine who is the best team in the NBA. As we win game 1, Jalen Green 27-4, Scoot Henderson 21-11, Domantas Sabonis 13-12-7, Ben Simmons 16-6-8. They have a good team, but John Morant popped off 43-6-8 on only 22 shots. That's how you do it, young fella. Okay, let's drop the rotation down one more to an 8-man rotation just to confirm that we get the best players playing on the court. Game 2, we win. We are up 2-0 on the Rockets. The best team in the NBA got nothing on us. We're going to dominate them. 3-0, 3-1. And we do advance. LaMelo Ball, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Ja Morant, Western Conference Finals MVP. Taking on Melo. Isaac Okoro, up to an 85. Okay, Tobias Harris, Patrick Williams, Derek Lively's up to an 86. They got a fun team. We got a better team, though. Period. Straight up. End of the day, we got better players. We got a better team as we are up 1-0, up 2-0, up 3-0. And let's hop in and enjoy this championship ceremony out there. Probably in Charlotte. Otherwise, we're going to be going back to Memphis and celebrating with the team. Third quarter, back and forth game going into the fourth quarter. Really high scoring contest. And we are down by 2, up by 1, down by 2. Get a lead, I'll hop in. Otherwise, we're going back to Memphis. 3-point game, 5-point game, 2-point game. Wow, we won anyway. We won with the last second buzzer beater, and I didn't even get to watch. Ja Morant wins his third NBA Finals MVP, 99 overall, 29 points per game in the finals, 13 assists, 58 from the field, but 60% from the 3-point line. Ja Morant is your NBA champion. Well, there's not a lot to say other than Ja Morant is a god in 2K. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.